I wanted to make a little Valentine's treat that was a little bit different. I'm serving up a fruit platter, and most of the time we do like chocolate covered strawberries or something with strawberries, right? But I thought, let's use some oranges, but not just regular oranges. I saw in the store they had these called Cara Cara oranges, and I think they're called California pink. So I've never used them before. I'm hoping it is a nice pink color inside. And then I also bought these raspberry oranges. Have you ever heard of those before? I have not. And I had one for lunch after my lunch today. And they're really almost the same color as a blood orange. So I thought those colors, a little bit of the orange, a little bit of the pink, dark pink, red. So let's start with the Cara Cara, because I'm thinking they're going to be a little bit of a lighter color. Get a good sharp paring knife. And I'm going to be serving these at a brunch. So, oh yes, so they are really have a lot of orange, but there is a little hint of pink in there. I wish it was a little pinker, but it's not. And we're going to go with this because this is what I bought. But we can change it up a little bit. Oh, you know what? I want to use my... Yeah, the serrated knife is going to work a little bit better. So I'm going to cut these in thin slices. So we got a lovely little platter. Now I'm not going to put together my platter. Today I'm just prepping this for tomorrow morning. I'm going to put them in a Ziploc storage bag. They're going to look so pretty. Can you see that against my hand? Hopefully in this lighting you see it is a little bit pink. Okay, let's give it a little try. Gosh, they have a little bit of a different flavor, and I can't pinpoint it. It tastes really good. Stop. I think if you know, fruit can be boring if it's just not, yeah, how do I want to word that? I think fruit can be boring just on its own. It's not really boring. It tastes great. But how we present it to others, it just gives it that different little look. And I just think it makes it special. It makes it more inviting. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe some people that normally wouldn't go for an orange or whatever fruit. They're like, sometimes if you just see an orange out in the grocery aisle. Now, I'm not just cutting these up right out of the bag. I put them in the bag after I really rinsed these really well. I soaked them in some water with a little bit of vinegar and dried them up. Just put them back in the bag so I would remember which one is what, because I haven't tried either or of these, and now I've had blood oranges before, and they're fabulous too. I don't think this is the time of year where you see those, but I'm trying to get these in thinner slices. But anyway, I do a lot of fruit platters, and I just like to change it up a little bit to make the fruit a lot more inviting. You can put a bowl of blueberries or blackberries on the table, and maybe they get a little snubbed by some of the sweet treats, right? I feel like fruit gets snubbed by cakes and donuts, but actually fresh fruit is so delicious. So Oh, let's be careful. Let's not cut myself. Let's not do that. I'm taking the little stem off the back because it's hard to cut through. So I'll put this on when I get done and plate it up, I'll put that on part of the video. But that's going to look pretty. I haven't decided how I'm going to plate it. I've been playing around a lot with, different fruit platters. I did a Pink Panther fruit platter one time. I just do different arrangements. Just looking, you know, how you assemble it on the plate just gives a different feel. I've done some, I did one fruit Christmas tree, like a fruit charcuterie tree. Splattering juice all over the place. So there's two. I think I'll do three or four of each. And I might put a couple of strawberries on the plate. Not more than a couple, but you know what I mean, a few. Because there's another shade of red. But so the strawberry is not going to be the star of the show this Valentine's Day. Sorry, strawberries. You already are making your debut or your preview, or not debut because it's not like the first time. But strawberries are already well on the scene of our Thanksgiving, of our Valentine's treat, right? And I am going to make something with strawberry, so this doesn't have to feel alone. I have a strawberry mousse. I'm planning on making a cheesecake strawberry mousse to go into a flourless chocolate cake. So that is going to be my Valentine's dessert. But this is going to be like for Valentine's brunch. And it doesn't have to be right on Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is very rarely on the weekend, right? I don't even know this year when Valentine's Day is. It might be actually on a Saturday this year. So you could serve this to your family for brunch. A very special little Valentine's treat for your family. I always do that for my kids when they were growing up. Just do a little something. A little box of chocolates with a note. A lot of times I put a little scripture on there. Like scripture that's pertaining to the heart. Get a little bit of reminder to them. One verse I remember the most, telling the truth is like giving a kiss or something to that effect. There's a verse that says, lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but he who deals truly is his delight. And I remember learning that when I was young, very young. And that verse always stuck in my mind. But I think another spin-off of it is the verse I just said. So I'm going to wash my hands. We're going to start this other orange. I can't wait to show you. You know, and having fresh produce, this really wasn't that much. I'm trying to remember how much per bag. Oh, see how this looks? Isn't it a lot like a blood orange? But these definitely have a different flavor than the blood oranges. These are a little smaller than the other orange. So these are going to look really pretty on a tray. It's real food. You can feel good about serving this. You know, if you're having some friends over, if you're having a Galentine party, this would be a nice little treat. And it would look so pretty. There are a few little seeds here and there, so try to get the seeds, pull the seeds out so your guests don't bite into one of those. You know, you could also, if you wanted to add another element of pink in, you could use pink grapefruit or a red grapefruit. That's a dark pink color. And that would have been nice. I wish actually I had done that too, because that would have been pretty. But I was kind of counting on that I was going to like these slices. Let me get a close-up of them. There's a little close-up of them. So let's finish these up. And I'll give a taste test for that. Remember, these are called raspberry oranges. This is the first time I've ever, oh, it's probably backwards, right? That's the first time I've ever seen these. Let me know in the comments if you've seen these before. Yeah, I'm just late to the party. I don't ever remember seeing these. So let me know in the comments what kind of treats you usually give your family members for Valentine's Day. Do you make a special dinner for your family? Do you make a special dessert? I think they might have been like $3.99 a bag or something like that. And how many pounds were they? I don't know if it goes by pounds or not. It probably does. They were like a 3-pound bag. And tomorrow when I go to plate some of these up, I'll poke through here a little bit more with the seeds. I have taken a few out, but well, I used all of those. Ooh, that one's nice and red in the middle. Like the top part is like a orange, and then the bottom are the like the 1/4 of the top is a little orange, and the rest of it is that red. Just be careful with a serrated knife. Alright, we got a whole bag of those. I said I'll be back and show you when I get them plated up. So they have a little bit of a tangy or tartness to it. Maybe that's why they're called raspberry. Certainly doesn't taste like raspberry, but it's like sweet and tangy. And I've had blood oranges. It's not really the same as a blood orange. Let me know if you've tried them. What do you think? I think they're like a little bit sweet and tangy. That's what I'm gonna. Definitely orange flavor. But I'll wash up, and after getting plated up, I'll show you that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.